Today you're gonna learn some great Final Cut Pro tips that totally rock!
One of the biggest issues we have as editors is when our music is working against us, just like this microphone is.
You enjoyed that, though.
I went for it. So that's what this tip is for. I'm going to show you exactly how you can end your music absolutely anywhere, not using AI. So let's say I want to end it on this kind of downbeat note here, right? So to do that, I will just park my playhead at the moment I want it to end. Then I'm going to push Shift-H to create a hold frame, and I can extend that hold frame out. Then from there, we're going to add our cathedral effect. I'll just double click to add that. We'll scroll down in our audio panel, and we can click to add a keyframe. Then we'll just move back 2 frames. And then I'm going to drop this value down to 0. And so now it should end properly. And that's how you can end music anywhere. But let's say you don't have a good intro to your song. Well, another great tip is to simply come over here. We'll create a cut where that reverb hit happens. I'll do that with Command B. Then I'll create another cut. We'll just get a little section here. I'm going to right click. Then I'm going to select New Compound Clips. From there, I'm going to push OK. And I'm going to push Option and click and drag this to the beginning of my song. Then I'll come up here to the Retime menu. And we'll change it to Reverse Clip. From there, I can find where I want the music to start. And let's just see how that sounds. So dumb. That's great. That's great.
These are by far my favorite ways to cut up clips really quickly. So just by selecting a clip and pressing Option left bracket, it eliminates everything to the left of the playhead. And by pressing Option right bracket, it eliminates everything to the right of the playhead. So that just sucks everything in, and you'll notice there's even a transition on this, and it just fits in perfectly. The other one that's really useful is using your range tool, which is a really great tool that I use quite often. And you do that by pressing R to bring up the range tool. Make a selection of the part of the clip that you want. So say I like this part where the camera turns and the car is coming right around this corner. So I'll select this bit here, and you're like, that's all I want. Once you have that set up, then all you do is press Option and /. So with Option and /, it eliminates everything to the left and to the right. So it just keeps that part that you like. So once again, if we do it on this, maybe this small clip here, you bring up the range tool by pressing R, you select that part of the clip that you like, everything else is trash maybe, and then you just press Option and /. Everything to the sides is immediately cut. It saves you time. This next tip is super useful across the board. So if you go to your effects browser, you got to make sure you just select something here, and then you just press the first letter of wherever you want to go. So if I want to find the Final Cut Bros plugins, I just press FCB, and it brings me down to all of FCB's really crappy plugins. And the same goes with transitions. If you just select something on the left, and then you press something like M, it'll bring you down to all of those plugins that start with M. And the same thing applies for titles. So if you have a title on your timeline, and you want to change the font, don't do the tiresome process of scrolling through here to find it. You literally can just type it in. So I use Enter a lot. Just typed in Enter, and it immediately selected it. So then you just press Enter, and now I have that font already up. So then I can type something like, the FCB bro is uncomfy.
Help, I'm falling and I can't get up.
Thanks so much for watching. Make sure you go to Final Cut Bro's channel. It's the Final Cut Bro. It's Dylan. Okay, let me try that again, just so he suffers. Thanks so much for watching. If you
Just get it over with, man.
Thanks so much for Thanks. Sorry.